Focus on your changes, but at some point, you're going to need to let go of constantly focusing on your changes. If you don't, you will never get out of the loop. You'll always feel a sense of lack, and nothing will be good enough. Here's a shortcut. When we become okay with who we are, at this moment right now, all the changes that you think you need to make, all the flaws, and I'm bad at this, I'm bad at this, I want you to imagine for a moment, you don't care anymore. You are okay with who you are now. What happens when you fully do this is that you change big time. Okay, let me give some examples in context. Let's say I sit in this way and I act this way because I'm not okay with who I am, so I have to act this way. I have to sit tall all the time. I can't slouch. Oh, because what are people going to think of me if I'm slouching? I'm supposed to have really good posture. Man, I got to sit up. All right, so then I sit up and I act this way. So then now I go, so I don't need to act any way. Well, I'm just gonna slouch. Okay. So then I will slouch, and then I will go and do this, and I will do that, because I don't care anymore. I don't even care about. I stop focusing on me. I just do whatever feels okay. If I'm not hurting anybody, nobody's getting hurt. Okay, fine, I don't care. And then by not caring, I start to relax. I'm not constantly in my mind thinking about me, thinking about what am I doing. I start to relax. And when I'm relaxed, sometimes I can sit like this, and there are times where naturally I would just sit up. Not because I'm trying to sit up, but because the energy in my body is more open now. So my posture naturally changes, not because I was trying to change. And when I usually walk before, I'd walk like this, like a bodybuilder, because I want to look really big. And now it's like, oh, okay, well, it doesn't matter. So then I changed the way I walk. I changed my posture. I don't need to look big, but just stand just the way it is. Naturally, things change. Everything starts to change. Sometimes the changes can happen really, really, really fast. Most of the time, it happens a little bit slower. One thing at a time. But the changes will constantly happen. It happens because we're not in our head judging ourselves. Think about it. If a person is always thinking about themselves, doesn't that influence the way that they act in a conversation? Doesn't it influence the way that they show up at work? They're always thinking about how well they're doing something, and how do I look? What do they think about me? Right? Doesn't that influence it? The way they act, what they say, what they wear or not wear, influences every single thing. So when we stop caring and we just do what we want, we stop caring, everything changes. This is the way to change everything really, really quickly. But we can't do it in a fake way. Because if we go, I'm going to pretend to not care anymore, so this way I can make all the changes, well, then we can't fool ourselves that way. It doesn't work that way. We have to really just let go. So that's where the real change happens.